What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Mandarin Mental, and today we are playing some ranked Dota. And again, it's a new position. It's pos 4. We have decided to do a bit of role queues because, we might as well earn some role queues while we are playing in a 3-man. And we're playing pos 4 support Jakiro, and we're up against their safe lane. They've got a Slark and they've got a Leech. Now, this is why a Wand is quite important because of how many spells they spam. So we did end up getting Wand. I was trying to get the Lotus Pool, but my Pudge was under attack, so I needed to help him, and we ended up getting the Lich, which is very good, but my Pudge is very low, but I am going to get him the Lotus Pool, and I am going to give him a Tango, just making sure that he can heal up a little, so that we can maybe go on this Pudge. Now, one thing we are going to do is we're going to focus a lot on our Breathe Fire and then Liquid Fire. These spells are going to help us in the lane, but what we did is we went a 1-1-1 split, making sure that we can have it stunned, setting up for that hook. I know it's not a very popular spell to go this early on. We ended up getting the Slark, but unfortunately Pudge did go down, and I was trying to go on the Leech, but I made a grave mistake because when Slark respawned, I should have actually backed, and I didn't, and I ended up feeding a kill to him. This is not what we wanted. Again, here, the Slark is trying to go on me, but with that stun, we've set up for the Pudge, and this means that Pudge can focus him down, and now we can turn our attention onto the Leech. Their pos 1 is going down, and their pos 5. That's a double kill for our Pudge, and more importantly, this is a lot of stacks for the Pudge. The Pudge can now get some nice stacks. We do get the Lotus Pool. We eat a Tango because we were quite low. And now at the 7-minute mark, we're going to stack the camp, or just before the 7 mark, we're going to stack the camp, and then we're going to get the XP rune, just helping us try and get to level 6 as quickly as possible. You can see we are almost level 6, but while the Pudge is focusing the Lich, the Slark is trying to focus me. But in that crucial moment, I did get Macropire. Unfortunately, with the Zeus ulti, I do go down, but this means their Slark goes down. So again, important kills. A pos 4 for pos 1. We're going to take that trade any day. You can see I've set up vision around the portal, making sure that we can have vision to see if they come in to try and attack us. Slark again tries to go on me, but I'm using my Macropire as a defensive mechanism for myself, making sure that if they want to try and get me, they're going to have to go through the Macropire. They didn't, but again, Slark goes down. I mean, how good is that? So we are very happy about this. You can see we put a lot of points into Breathe Fire. Now we are going to focus a little bit on Liquid Fire because this is a great spell for taking towers and making sure we can get some of that damage onto the tower. After we do that, we are going to go for a Force Staff. The Force Staff is just going to help me as the pos 4 to I'm going to try and help my cores as much as possible, trying to force them out of danger, or even, be a little cheeky and force them in to a team fight. So yeah, that is what we're doing. The Pudge and I do go down. Now with the bot tower falling, I am going to focus on mid, trying to just stay active on the map, pushing out lanes with Breathe Fire and with some Liquid Fire. Also maybe seeing if we can take some towers with the Liquid Fire. We are heading top now because there is a fight. We ended up getting the Mars, or my team ended up getting the Mars, and now we are going to focus on the Ogre. Lich did cast his ulti, Zeus casted his ulti. We ended up losing one hero, which is, not too bad, and now our attention is on this tower, but they do fortify. They are trying to keep their towers alive, and this is a little frustrating. I'm going to try and support my Pudge here. I'm going to go in, and I'm going to stand around and cast a Macropire that means absolutely nothing. What a waste of an ulti. And I was actually very upset about this because I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was doing. A lapse of judgment. I did try to save the Invoker. The Pudge also tried to hook the Invoker, and I ended up walking in front of the hook. So again, it's little mistakes like this that could cost you the game. And as you can see, this is a very difficult game. We are struggling, but As I TP in, I did force staff myself out of the Slark's reach because I don't want to go down, and he ended up giving away his life, which is, again, good for us because the Slark is making a lot of mistakes. They do have a 4K lead that we have brought down now, which is good for us. Now we are going to focus on their tier 2s. We get a good hook onto the Ogre, disabling him, making sure we get a stun, but the Mars with an arena absolutely destroys the support. The AA and I absolutely get wrecked. Unfortunately, Invoker did go down. Now they are going to focus their attentions onto the Pudge, and the Pudge goes down, and there's an ultra kill for the Mars. Our carry did disengage. We're hoping that he gets BKB soon, because as soon as he gets BKB, he can join us in these fights and make sure that we have an actual chance. Now, you can see I have gone Aghanim Scepter. Ags is great on Jakiro because it just ignores BKB in the team fight. So Ags becomes very powerful, and I love it. You can see I did kind of waste it over here. It wasn't the best ulti I could have hit, and we're just trying to protect our tier 3s. They do have a 10k lead. This is, like I said, you know, the game was good in the beginning, but this mid game started getting a bit rocky, and they were pushing us. They were pushing us quite hard, taking our tier 2s, now trying to take our tier 3s, but we have some good defense. Over here, they are trying to go onto the Pudge, and I'm trying to save him, making sure that he doesn't go down, and I force staff him out here, making sure that he's safe. And in the background, our Bloodseeker is fighting the Mars. Mars goes down. This is good for us. Now, they do have Aegis. Slark has Aegis. We get a good stun off on the Slark. The Bloodseeker is man fighting him. Slark goes down, so we reclaim Aegis of immortality. Now, again, BKB from the Slark. We do not have ulti. We do stun him, but unfortunately he ultis, and now he is about to TP out, and we just miss it. We just missed that ulti from the Slark. Or the TP out from the Slark, should I say. Force staffing my Pudge into the fight, hoping that we can get maybe 1 or 2 more kills, and we end up finding the Lich. Good. And yeah, now we can focus on their tier 2 towers, because this is a good time to push. You can see we have got our Axe, and we've almost got a Glimmer Cave. This, again, defensive item to help us and our carries in this game. A great ulti for myself, should I say. AA hits a good ulti. We ended up killing 3 of their heroes, and the other cores are now focusing on that Slark, and Slark goes down. He had no chance, and here we go. That is a massive net worth swing in our favor. We can now focus their top tier 2 tower. And here we go. This is our push. I wanted us to take the Tormentor just because we deny it from them, not because like there's a good shard for any one of us. It's just we denied from them. They aren't able to get the 1,400 free gold right there. Now it's our turn to actually push the high ground. You can see we have claimed the tier 3. Now we are focusing on their barracks. So this is good. Zeus gets hooked and stunned, ends up going down. We get a buyback from the Slark, and we're honestly in such a good place. We have Glimmer Cape, we've got Force Off, making sure we get out. Another stun from us, and Slark has to use his ulti to very defensively. Again, we drop our ulti, trying to see if we can get the Slark, but again, not the greatest macro pyre from us, and we need to disengage here. We did end up claiming their Tormentor, and now I'm going to go Aeon Disc. Aeon Disc is going to help me in the team fights, making sure I can stand a little longer. As soon as it procs, I do have more time. Now you will see the Slark trying to go on the backline, but he ends up paying for his absolute stupid move. Sorry to say. But yes, we ended up now getting our Aeon Disc, which is going to help us in these team fights, just making sure we can survive a little longer. We do get a buyback from the Invoker because we want to push, we want to try end this game as quickly as possible. We don't need it to go any longer. Get a good hook onto the Ogre by the Pudge. The Mars tries to jump in, but again, we just laid down our ulti, making sure that he can't escape. We ended up giving him another triple kill, but he does pay the price. Only the AA surviving. Not the best team fight, but we do still have the advantage over here, claiming 2 of their barracks and their tier 3 towers. Now is our time to claim the last one. And here you can see the Aeon Disc proc helped me survive a little longer, and the Pudge hooked me out of the arena, which is perfect. This is what we needed. Now focusing on these tier 3 towers, also laying down my ulti, seeing if we can get some kills here. Slark is trying to jump in. Again, he's running through Macropyre. I don't think he realizes that the damage he gets from running in Macropyre, even if he is BKB. But you can see they are trying to defend as much as possible, but again, they can't. We're getting some buybacks. Buyback from our Bloodseeker. He ended up going down, but now we can focus with barracks. They don't have a lot left. We are getting out of here. You can see the Pudge blinked out. I also forced off the Pudge out, making sure he can survive. Now, the next item I will be going after Aeon Disc is GG Boots, also known as Guardian Greaves. The Guardian Greaves are going to help us in the team fights, just giving us some extra mana, some health, making sure that we can all survive. And there we go. Now, with the Ogre down, we can focus on our barracks, and I ended up going down to this Mars, and it was honestly a shock. Honestly, I didn't have Aeon Disc. You can see how effective Aeon Disc is here. It's now the best time to probably disengage with Zeus and the Slark. I don't think the Bloodseeker has enough to push any further. We have to wait for a big team fight, and here we are, all back, respawned. And now it's our time. Now is our time to shine. Now is the time to actually push this high ground, get mega creeps, and then go for the end, because that's what we want to do. We want to get another dub for ourselves in ranked games. And yeah, this is pretty much the build that I went for on my Jakiro. I want to know what you guys thought of the build. As we are close to ending this game, I want to know what you guys thought of the build. Slark is trying to go on us in the background, in the backline over here. Again, BKB, and he's fighting inside the Macropyre. I don't think he realizes what Macropyre does, and it's actually quite funny to see. And he ends up paying for his life. Zeus jumps into the Macropyre. Probably the worst mistake, because he does end up using himself, but he ends up falling. And that is pretty much the game, guys. And yeah, you know what to do. If you like the content, have a look at the channel, see if there's any more videos you guys would like to watch. If there's any other heroes you'd like to see me play or experiment with, please let me know. But yes, tell me what you thought of the build, tell me what you thought of my supporting and what I could have done differently. And yeah, guys, you know what it is. Thank you so much for all the support, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Cheers, guys. Bye.